Get the popcorn out. So it is 8 o'clock. It is time for the Barry Mel Experience. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, everyone. Happy to have you guys on. And we are going to be meal prepping tonight. But let's go over a few things going on in the community. Obviously, Bariatric Society has the summer soiree going on July 12th, which is this Saturday out in Winter Garden, Florida. So if you're heading out to that, make sure you guys post a lot of pictures and videos. If you're not, check out the site. You might be able to still get a ticket to go to that. So that is what is going on in the community. As far as like lives going on, don't forget that every Sunday night, our sister chat Talk Buries Me with the SG Bestie is live at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Mountain and 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget that oh my God, what is her Monday? She's not Mindset Monday anymore.
Thanks for the likes, y'all.
Biggie, help me out here before she kills me.
I believe it changed to the Talk Barry to Me Mindset Monday. It was Mindset Movement or something.
Different. I didn't write it down. She's going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No one in this chat rat me out. But she's got something going on Mondays with her Mindset Monday. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific. Don't forget that your boys from BME are live every Taco Tuesday. Same bad time, same bad channel. Barry Mother is live every Wednesday with the Wednesday Water Check Wednesday, and she is live at 7:15 p.m., 6:15 p.m. Central, 5:15 Mountain, and 4:15 Pacific. Our friends over at the Waiting Table are live every Wednesday night. They do a happy hour, half hour at 8:30, and then they are live from 9 to 10 on IG and YouTube. I hope I wasn't supposed to say that out loud and get us banned, but I said it out loud, so sue me. Our friend Mel is on Thursday nights with Mel Unfiltered on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific. Bariatric Lock-In with Bariatric Velvet is live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You know the rest. And then Love After Bariatrics, they are live pretty much every night. But they have their specific show they have on at Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you can check that all out. A lot going on in the community. And don't forget that Friday nights, right now everything's on hiatus, but starting back up in August on Friday nights, our friend Drew and Arisa will be back with their Friday Night Live. And that'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern. Is that right, Biggie? Because you guys go live at what?
7 o'clock, yeah. 7 o'clock Western.
So, yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific. So that will be going on. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Jason, you going to the soiree? We were just talking about that going on in the community.
What kind of question is that? You know Jason's going to the soiree.
We just need confirmation. That's all. You know, Jason is a busy man. I know he doesn't miss many of these events, but, you know.
He doesn't miss an event.
he really doesn't.
No. He doesn't. That dude's everywhere.
So jealous.
Diplomat in the community. Man is everywhere. I don't mean that. Like, I don't mean that politically either. I'm just, you're everywhere, man. You know what I
mean. Politically. We don't talk politics on this show.
No.
Oh, man, that would take more than an hour.
Yeah. Jason, I just shot down to Florida, man. I was over on the Gulf Coast in Sarasota for the weekend. Just got back today, drove down and drove back. Took me a whole... we took our time because, you got to stop at Buc-ee's. 11 hours. 11 hours.
I'm just rubbing it in somebody, why don't you?
I don't want to hear about Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is a sore subject.
Jason, it is a nice area, man, but I'm telling you real quick, not to interrupt what we got going on, but you know how I am. That storm from last year tore that place apart, man. It's not the same anymore. It's terrible. Feel bad for those people.
Shar, stop stirring up trouble
The
down.
water's still blue though. Yeah, Bucky's was awesome. I had to drag Tara out of the place.
You know, Rab, I'm waiting for my Bucky's care package.
Oh man.
Dude, you couldn't even tell me you were there. I could have been like, I could Venmo you some money, send me up some beef jerky.
Yeah, I know he was already going to deliver some mail anyways. Why couldn't he just let us know so he can get us some beef jerky?
They had plenty of it too. That's all right. I got plenty of chocolate covered espresso beans.
You couldn't send me chocolate covered espresso beans to keep me going throughout.
Cashews, almonds.
It just shows how much he loves us, Tony.
Yeah.
What else did we get?
He
Where are
wasn't
those
too
things
good.
that you got for your son, Tara?
See? Jason Smith. Always helping out the Barrys in the community. Send him a list.
Yeah, the nuggets. Yeah, here you go, Tony. Here's a teaser for you. I'd never had them. I just had them for the first time today. They're not bad. But that's the last time because we're into something new starting tonight now, aren't we, fellas?
What we got going on?
Isn't that a good segue?
That's a very good segue.
Yeah.
So, we are embarking on a new venture, and part of that venture is us actually becoming more disciplined with our diets and our workout routines. So, we're about to bore you guys for the next year or so with a lot of nutritional content and physical content of. You guys are gonna get so sick of it.
Recovery videos, workout videos.
Yeah.
Nothing you guys ever like.
Right up Team Big E's alley. He's all excited for it.
Oh, I'm excited.
He's been waiting on
And I
this
get to
for
participate?
months.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Radical Body Transformation is going to be happening next year. We are looking to try to take part in this. And
Try.
Yeah, no,
we're in it.
Changed in Tony's plans.
Hey, Murph, I'm going to hit you in the DMs, man. We're in this. We're getting this.
Ain't no trying.
Murph, we're in it. Mel, we are too, yeah. I know Mel was talking about it. There's always something going on in my life. But, again, it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing with you guys. So we are working with Rob Raffinen from The Waiting Table, who is training us here. And we are breaking down our macros and
trying to.
Trying. This is the attempt this week. We are embarking on our new journey. So we're meal prepping. I don't think I've ever tracked and realized how much I actually eat in my calorie intake because BSG, again, the food noise is gone. I don't realize how much crap I'm eating. So transitioning from eating crap to something probably more substantial is probably going to be a change of pace for me. And Rab, I know you're going to the extreme. You're doing something I've never ever seen you do in the time that I've known you.
I didn't know you knew how to use a stove or an oven.
Well, I've seen them use a stove, and it was scary because I've watched that live, and yeah, it wasn't.
Well, you got to learn somewhere, guys. You got to learn somewhere. We're going to have it all figured out.
Thank God for Tara. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and Pinterest.
And Pinterest.
Yeah. She'll ship me in shape. We'll have this thing locked down in about 2 months. Give me 2 months.
So now you guys are talking about your counting your calories and getting your macros. What does your guys' macros and calories look like for a normal day as a Barry?
Because I didn't write it down, but I know that my calorie intake is supposed to be 2180, I think it is. Dude, I didn't write it down. This wasn't what I had planned on.
Come on, Tony.
My calories are 1,923. My fat is 60. My
60.
carbs are 175 and my protein is 170. I can get the calories in. It's just the hard part is, and I can do the protein. I believe I can make the protein. The hard part is trying to gauge, not putting in too much. The carbs are fine. The carbs are easier than anything, but the fat will mess you up. That's where the balance comes in. It's like
But you
keeping
gotta
that
look at
fat down.
you got to look at what fat you're putting into it too.
Yeah.
You can incorporate it in part of your meal. Did you know that avocado is really one of the best fat sources you can have? That is actually a good fat for you to have, that you can add into your salad. You can add it into your eggs. You can add it into something like that, and that's high in fat that will help you get that fat in easier than you think. Have a
Yeah,
adding a half an avocado to every single one of your meals.
right, right,
So,
exactly.
A tablespoon of peanut butter. You were talking about having cashews, having a handful of cashews. Those are all things that are fat sources that will help you get to that 60, which is going to be honestly easier than you think.
You know what's going to be
it
a
adds
lot
up quick.
a lot better for me is um, I'm going to be able to like use those protein snacks more as like a filler
Mm-hmm.
rather than eating just protein snacks all day.
Yeah,
So
sustaining yourself off of them.
yeah, and no, that's going to be hard because that's kind of what I always do is I always go to the protein snack.
But also look at the fat content in those snacks you have also too, like the chips and things like that are going to have fat also in it also.
Yeah,
Dude, Rab, man, you got this is the most I've ever seen Rab do in my life.
Now,
yeah.
Rav, tell me, how many meals are you guys looking to break this down into? Is it you're gonna do 3 meals a day? You're gonna do 6 meals a day? How are you guys going about it? Because I know as a berry, like we can't fit a lot in our stomachs at once.
So, Rab, do you want to go first with this one?
No, go ahead.
Because I haven't quite figured this out yet. I'm probably on 6 meals. Well, it's 3 meals, but I've got a bunch of little filler snacks in between everything. So definitely there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but there's a snack in between breakfast and lunch. There's a snack in between lunch and dinner, but then there's like maybe something afterwards. So I'm trying to get to that point,
Okay.
but for me to hit like my calorie goal today, I had to like add something in. And I was like, damn, I'm not gonna hit my numbers. And it's like, all right, where where are my adjustments do I need to start making them? So this is where it's gonna be difficult for me because I've never done this.
Right. And for me, yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing. I'm like, I can eat because right now I already eat like every 2 hours. I'm always putting something in my mouth, and it's usually a protein snack. So it worries me a little bit, as far as how much I'm going to eat, but I'm going to have to make sure that I weigh out all my portions. So I'll definitely be doing that. I'll weigh out all my portions. And then again, I got to use those protein snacks as fillers. And that's going to be different for me, but it's going to be cool just as long as I'm eating something. Because, again, we've talked about it. I think we talked about it either last week or the week before. We were talking about food noise. And I'm not going to sit here and fake it. I definitely have food noise for sure. But
Oh
it's
yeah.
not in a negative sense where I'm like eating a whole bunch of bad stuff, but I'm probably eating more protein snacks than I probably should.
My thing is that I do tend to snack because the food noise is real, especially after I come home. When I'm at work, it's very easy to be disciplined at work, but it's the minute you get home and you're not doing something.
It's
Yeah,
what I'm interested to see for you guys too is if that food noise starts going away. Now that you're going to be putting a lot more food into your body too.
I'm so full right now. and I'm drinking right now. I don't even want to think about putting anything into my body.
And that's where I'm talking about. I wonder if that food noise is actually because you were under feeding yourself.
Yeah.
If you thought you were full, you felt you were a little bit full, but psychologically and physically, you weren't eating enough food. You weren't eating enough calories. You weren't eating enough protein. So that was your first sign of your body saying, "No, okay, we're good, but I still need more."
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that changes your guys' food noise.
The scale I originally started off with, and I know Biggie, I was showing you earlier that I bought this.
Upgrade.
So this is cool because this will give you all your nutritional stuff. It'll break it down. So I'm hoping that this will help me as I'm prepping because I don't meal prep for the week. I used to a long time ago. It's just such a task. And right now it doesn't work for me, so I always meal prep the day before because I do a lot of leftovers.
Yeah.
So that's what works for me. I know that Rab has gone, 0 to 100 and pretty much has, Martha Stewart's kitchen going on over there.
Yeah.
It's important to find what works for you too. Like I said, I'm the type of person too. Once I start doing my meal prepping, that I'm going to try to do my meals once a week also too, because then I don't have to worry about, hey, I'm tired, hey, I'm busy, I don't have time to do. It takes all the excuses that I know this is going to be dedicated to that, and I'm going to be able to get it all broken down, put it in my fridge, throw some stuff in the freezer, and I'm good for the week.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, you're getting ready to have your surgery Monday, right? So have you talked to your surgeon about how long it might take for you to be able to get back in the game, or are you going to be able to get back in the game? What is your prep going to be like? What are you thinking?
So full recovery is anywhere from 6 months to a year.
Ah, man.
But I am going to be able to. Of course, they're going to want me to start working out. I'm going to be meeting with the physical therapist. I'm hoping that by October that I'm able to get back into the lifting in the gym.
Yeah.
But to start with my prep, I'm going to start with my meal plan. I'm also going to try to do as much as I can around my legs and cardio. Get back into the gym with walking, hitting the treadmill, doing squats, doing things like that. Adding in band resistant bands once I'm cleared to do that. Maybe I could do it with my right arm to start with while my left arm's recovering. Trying to get back to it as much as I can without hurting myself even more. Because that's my biggest fear is that I'm going to try to go too hard, too quick, and I'm going to be back in the same place I was this last year. It's been a year journey of this issue. So I want to get it done with and not have to worry about having to do it again.
So are you going to be on some type of rehab or?
Yeah, so I once I have the surgery, I'll start meeting with the physical therapist 2 weeks after surgery.
Nice.
And what that entails, I'm not too sure right now. But from past injuries, it's going to be a lot of, at the beginning, mobility, keeping the mobility in that, because a lot of times when your shoulder can freeze up, it can lock up, you'll lose the mobility and things like that. So that's one of the main key things they try to work on at the beginning is keeping it mobile.
Right. Now back to the eating and stuff. One thing that I've thought about too is like once you start working out, and it's true because I've gone through like my stages where, I've started working out or was working out and I could find myself eating a lot more because of it. So with that being said, my calories are at 1900, my macros are what they are. So it's like once I start working out, I got to make sure that I'm not overeating because it's so much easier for me to eat and my body's going to be demanding more. So I would think.
It's definitely going to be an adjustment period, but if there's going to be, I don't want to say if you're going to hit those numbers exact, you're going to have some type of a leeway between whatever, 10 up or 10 down. I don't know what the numbers would be, but you should be within your guideline there where you can still be successful.
And
Yeah.
you will, from experience, you will be able to eat a lot more once you start adding in the workout and stuff. You're burning off more fuel. Your body is going to need more fuel. When I was working out heavily when I first started my journey, I was able to easily put away the meal plan that I'm going to have once I have my surgery, which is 250 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. That was easy for me to eat. If I try to eat that right now, not pot. It's very very difficult for me to do because my body doesn't physically need it. And that's why I know Rob has told you too. As you go along this journey, your macros and everything are gonna adjust because it's gonna adjust to how your body is too. You lose more weight, you're gonna adjust your macros. You're working out intense. You're doing a heavy work lifting day. Your macros are gonna adjust a little bit. It's always gonna be changing,
Ever changing.
ever changing.
Right.
And it's just about making those adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like, and it's not like I haven't done this before in some retrospect, because the beginning of this whole journey, when after my surgery, and I started to do, I started with, eating. I tracked my food, at least like I weighed it out, and I had an idea of what I was eating. So I did a lot of tracking my food that way. I used my Baritastic app, so I knew what was going into my body. I knew what my calorie count was. I knew what I was putting in there, and I knew what my movement and my exercise was. Again, that first year, 18 months, a lot easier to do, what we do. And I'm not saying it's it's easier, but again, that surgery, that first year and a half, that weight comes off of you. And it's because you're in such a huge calorie deficit. But again, when things become normal and, life becomes life again, it becomes a struggle because you're like, it's not coming off the way it was. Like everything becomes real and everything, it's like, oh crap, I'm right back to where I started again, where it was difficult to lose weight. And this is where people lose hope. So,
Do you need help over there?
where's Tara? Ask Tara to do it for them.
See exactly. Right. This is why you need to work out, Rad. You couldn't even open up a jar.
Oh, I guess taking this off would have helped.
He had the plastic ring around his throat, Tony.
And this is what happens when you eat everything that just comes either out of a box or a bag.
Yep. This is what happens. What are you making over there, Tony?
I am making. So this is an actual taco bowl right now.
Ooh.
So
Let me see.
What you got in there?
So I have 4 ounces of ground beef. I have 2 ounces of chopped up salad mix, and then I have an ounce of cheese.
Nice.
And then just a smidge of sriracha.
Just a smidge?
So you telling me you can have good food while still being on a diet like this?
I don't see why not. I'm told that this can work.
But see, that's the thing though, right? Like, it's all following under macros. So, like, if I really wanted to, I could still have that steak, egg, and cheese biscuit from Bojangles. But how much is that going to put a dent into my macros, and I'm not going to really get a lot in?
How do you adjust for the rest of the day with that?
Yeah.
How bad is that going to affect your caloric intake?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Reb, have you thought about making it yourself?
No, not at all. And I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to stay, like, for me, bread is like my downfall, man. Bread ruins everything for me.
But have you looked at a substitute for a bread?
I did. Where's that? Hold on. I'm going to show you. I have this.
They got them low calorie bagels. They got low calorie. There's a lot of substitution. Hell, you could make bread.
Yeah, but I mean, I eat these.
The thins.
Yeah, these thins are nothing but 1.5 grams of fat, which none of it is saturated, and it's got, you know, it's 150 calories and 3 grams of sugar and 3 grams of fiber and 6 grams of protein. They're not bad.
But that, like I said, that's one of the things you should look at doing, especially because, at least for me, I don't know how if you have the same way. If I put myself on a really big restrictive diet and I say I'm not going to eat this at all, I
Right.
start craving it even more, and I end up going out and cheating anyways, and overdoing it. Where, hey, if you're craving that steak, egg, and biscuit sandwich, necessarily don't need to go get it from them, but make it yourself so you get that feeling of, oh damn, this is it, and then you can get back to doing what you were doing.
So
Right.
these have helped me enjoy taco night.
What are those?
These are the Mission Zero Carb.
Okay.
Okay.
Street taco size?
Yeah, street taco size, and 25 calories per tortilla, 1.5 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbohydrate, but it's got the 7 grams of dietary fiber, which gives you the zero carb, and it's got 2 grams of protein to go with it. So you have a couple of these, and I've had my fix.
Nice.
Right.
So we got the Chef Boyardees over here. Do you guys have any recipes that you're excited to try during this journey? Anything you want to venture out into trying to make or do?
I'll tell you what I got going on. I got my old Big Mac salads going on. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, I got this going on. Let me show you my little concoction we got going on. We got
Hey, that's more vegetables Rab cut just now than he did in his whole life.
the Italian mix. We got salami, pepperoni, turkey, ham, sharp cheddar cheese. I'm gonna throw some provolone in there, and shredded lettuce. And I think, does mayonnaise go in this? I believe so. I'm gonna throw some mayonnaise in there. Huh?
Veganese.
Man, forget that. I'm throwing mayonnaise up in here. And what? What would you throw on there, Biggie?
What is this? What is this for?
This is like
Italian. Like an Italian sub.
Yeah, like an Italian sub.
But it's like that chopped Italian salad.
I wouldn't throw mayonnaise in it. I would go find if anything, some balsamic vinegar and oil.
Balsamic vinegar and oil. Do we have that?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Yeah, red wine. There's red wine vinegar.
What goes in there? I'm gonna find something right that goes in there.
You know what I like?
Apple cider vinegar, lime juice.
Apple cider vinegar. How much apple cider vinegar?
Well, yeah.
An easy salad dressing that I used to make was I would grab Dijon mustard, a little bit of olive oil, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar.
Yeah,
perfect.
Rab, do you got any red wine vinegar instead of the apple cider vinegar?
I might. Well,
if anything, go with a little bit of red wine vinegar and oil.
Yeah.
I just ripped the cap off of this thing. Don't you hate when you do stuff like this?
So, see, that's what happens when you don't know your own strength.
Yeah. Oh man, I got it all messed up.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't put mayonnaise on something like that.
All right, I'm not putting mayonnaise on it. I'm not going to do it.
Nice little snack. I love these.
Those were my go-to when I first got out of surgery. What flavor is that one?
This one is the strawberry.
What's strawberry?
The protein.
The oikos.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. What do you
do not put no mayonnaise on no salad.
I'm not going to do it.
No, Shar's calling me a hater.
So you can't. So it's not mayonnaise. You can put Miracle Whip because Miracle Whip is for salad. That's the salad dressing, or it's cane. It's one of those. It actually says salad dressing on it.
We got it figured out over here. It's actually apple cider vinegar. It's lime juice. It's olive oil. So it's going to be legit. We
That'll make
found
it
it all. I might eat one of these for dinner tonight, man.
eat one of one of these portions.
One of these sandwiches, yeah.
So here's another thing: is how late do you eat?
See that for me, it depends on my schedule for the day because I work both grave and swing. If it was a perfect world, I wasn't working graveyard. I try to not eat anything after 8 p.m. So normally my dinner would be around 7:30 ish. Normally,
Yeah.
breakfast. I'm normally having breakfast around 8, 9 o'clock after I work out because I do fasted cardio. And then I eat lunch about 3 o'clock. My thing is I gotta eat. I gotta start doing more. I need to make sure I'm starting to eat more. Like I said, more than 6 meals a day than I do just the 3 big meals. Break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on the 6 meal part for sure.
I think
So-
once I figure out my adjustments, because I'm working with Rob this week, so he asked me just to track whatever I'm eating, and then we'll get like a week's worth of history and go back, take a look at it, see where I can make my adjustments, and then work on it the following week. Nice job.
Now, Tony, will your schedule allow you to pretty much do the 6 meals with work and everything?
And that's where it's going to depend. It'll vary. So I can get in. Obviously, I can get breakfast because usually I'll get into work. So I actually don't have it in front of me, but usually when I get into work, I'll grab avocado, just serve avocado toast. So, and the way they make it, it's avocado toast on a multi-grain piece of bread with a layer of avocado, and they put a hard-boiled egg over it. It's my favorite thing. So if I have avocado, but I don't have multi-grain bread in the house right now, and I don't have eggs in the house right now. So
Sounds like me.
to work. Hey, eggs are expensive.
Oh yeah.
That sandwich is probably expensive too, but
Which sucks because eggs are one of the main source of protein for my meal plan.
so I got a bag of trail mix.
Nice.
So that's just a little snack that I'll have. I do have a built puff bar. So this is me trying to figure out my little filler because this is what I got within my calorie range. So pretty much I'm not eating anything tonight. I'm just trying to hit my water goals.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. I mean, that's a whole nother topic. This is part of my breakfast that I got going on. What is this? Oats? Overnight oats?
Overnight oats, those are good.
Some
With
fruit
some berries?
with some berries. Water, man. It's so hard to get in. It's so hard. But it isn't, but it is.
But you can still get your water from some of the foods that you eat. So if you're eating fruit, how much water saturation is in that fruit?
Yeah. I didn't think about that way.
And I'm almost positive. I don't know if Barry Mother's still in this live, but if she's down in the comments, I know she did a whole live dedicated to like how much water is within certain fruits and vegetables.
Oh, how much is in it? Because that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm like, how are you supposed to calculate how much water is in, fruit?
There's probably research on it.
Yeah.
It's called Google or ChatGPT.
Yeah.
The other crazy thing that you think about, like you're drinking your water. One of the things that I used, it was one of the things that saved me when I got out of surgery and I was starting to get into like soft foods and I was able to start eating solid, but it was hitting that water goal because I couldn't drink water, and everyone resorts to just putting flavor packets. And everyone forgets that, oh, hey, you could have sugar-free popsicles. What I used to do is I used to grab fresh watermelon, ice, and blend it.
And then freeze it?
Yeah, it's like, it's like a mocktail almost. It's like you want to sit there hanging out in the porch or whatever, or hang out at the beach, and everyone's having a cocktail or something. All right, blend me up, watermelon and ice. It's great. And Tabby, there is nothing wrong with flavor packets.
I still use them at times to this day.
I still use flavor packets here and there. I've gotten further away from them now that I'm able to drink regular water. I couldn't for 2 years. Water tasted like metal for 2 years, and I'm drinking regular water again. But flavor packets, it helped get me through it.
Hey, if that's what works for you, getting your water in, stick to it. That's the most important thing is getting the water in, whichever way you can.
But again, you don't want to solely rely just on flavor packets. I mean, there's other alternatives.
I don't know. I actually jumped on the bandwagon when we were at JBY, and who was that was there?
Hydration. It was all of the flavor packets we got from.
It's right here.
It's right in front of you. I have them right here.
It's right here, man. Devotion. Yeah, all day in the paint. Yeah,
I got a whole bag of them.
Look at y'all.
Yeah, that was great it was great for the mocktail deal because I really, how I am when I get around people. I feel like I need to drink something. That helped me get through that until I was on stage. But yeah,
I don't drink a lot anymore either. So I mean, I might have a couple, but I mean, if you just want to kind of hang out and feel like you're part of the crowd, a mocktail is not a bad idea.
Yeah. I got to cut back on that just because I'm just a little too concerned with ulcers at this point, right?
It's not that. How many calories are in those drinks you're drinking?
That too.
Man, it's so easy.
Sugars.
Drink the calories.
Really? I don't even, and you don't even think about it.
Alcohol is the death of your weight loss journey. Unless you're drinking something like gin. I heard gin is like one of the only things that really who really drinks gin?
Bombay Sapphire for the win.
How about barefoot?
So I haven't been drinking Profies. I'll have a Profi once in a while. I've cut back a lot because they don't want me drinking a lot of coffee because of tuberculosis.
Really?
So how you getting your caffeine in then, Tony?
I'm not. So I'll have a coffee here and there, but I'm not drinking coffee regularly like every single day like I used to. So in the morning, I'm not drinking a Profi like I was. I drink a Profi every single day for the last 2.5 years. So something that I can stomach, and I'm not sure a lot of people can stomach because, again, protein powder and water, people don't like.
I can do it. Yeah.
I stomach it. It's not bad. And I just
so now, were you using the coffee as something to help give you the energy and stuff? If so, what are you doing to try to replace that, to try to get that energy back up?
Oh, no, the coffee was just because I was addicted to caffeine.
You're right.
Okay.
Telling me that to cut back on the amount of coffee I drank was murder to me. It's so tough.
Now, have you tried the different coffee protein shakes and things like that?
Yeah. I mean, I'll get that stuff, and I try to mix it up a little bit with different flavored protein powders and stuff. And I can get away with it. I mean, this one's chocolate brownie batter. Ooh, awesome. I can deal with that. I still have some of these left. So I might add that just for a little kind of to fake it.
Make a Profi without the Profi.
Yeah. I mean,
make a coffee mocktail pretty much.
It's pretty much it. And this is how I'm living at the moment. But
Someone asked if you can drink decaf.
So again, drinking decaf is like drinking non-alcohol. It's like drinking no duels. I know we talked about so I can drink like a virgin pina colada. That's awesome. Like, drinking the no duels is just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So, I mean, decaf is like drinking the no duels to me. So I'll just take I'll drink it with the water. And again, they say that when you drink coffee, it just dehydrates you. If I'm putting it in with the water, I'm getting my water. I'm hitting water here, so I'm getting another 16 ounces of water to go with it.
So now we've been talking about food and everything all this whole episode. Now, what are your guys' goals? What are you looking to get at before next June during the past week or so?
I didn't really have a goal. Like my goal was just to, I want to get, I'm 52 years old. So, I mean, I'm not looking to try to be a straight up bodybuilder, man. I don't want to walk around all big and buff. It's just, I'm 50. I just want to be in good health. I want to be able to get down and stretch. I want to be flexible. Obviously, I want to try to get the best I can out of this new life that I have. But apparently, according to my trainer, Rob seems to think that I will be down to 175 to 180 pounds, and I think it's absurd. But we will see, because I know what I look like at 190. I looked crazy. Like I was way too skinny.
So why do you think that's absurd?
Because I just can't see it. Like I can't see myself being a.
But you haven't seen yourself at like 175 with muscle.
Yeah,
no,
that's the next point I was about to get into.
I haven't.
So my goal is to get back. I honestly, I want to lose like the 40 pounds that I put on. It's driving me nuts that I put 40 pounds on. But again, life is life, and the biggest thing for me is to lose the 40 pounds. If I can lose more than that, which I know the goal that we set over the course of the year, because like losing a lot of weight, you lose muscle. Losing it slowly and keeping the muscle on, I want to see what that looks like. So if I can do that, I'll be quite happy. But the other thing is, and this is what Rob, and I know Rob has said this, on the waiting table and stuff, is not to have food like rule your world. You're not going to have food in control of you. You'll have control over your eating habits. You're not going to be afraid to eat what you want, because if you stay within your goals and those ranges that you're working within, and you're doing again everything that's part of your journey. You stay within your parameters of your journey. Your food's not going to have that grip on you, and you're not going to be afraid to try new things. You're not going to be afraid to what, I want to have a snack today, or I feel like a slice of pizza. And you're not going to have that guilt, because you're going to be within your parameters. You're going to be living a regular lifestyle, and that's really what we want. And you see a lot of people in this community talk about like, oh, look at me, I can eat what I want, but behind the scenes, you're struggling because you're like, why is all this crap happening? And that's the toughest thing about being on a platform like this, is that, again, it's having that imposter syndrome. Because again, I'm not saying I'm the perfect Barry. I'm not saying I don't struggle. I'm up here talking about supporting men in their weight loss journey. I have the same struggles as everybody else. Again, that fear of regain, it's real, and it does happen. But what do you do about it? What are you going to do about it to fix that? How do you make adjustments to your lifestyle that's going to help you get back to the goals that you want to hit, or get you back to the lifestyle you want to live? It's about making those adjustments. Again, I'm 2.5 years out. I know jack squat about, living this lifestyle. I'm still learning it. So
now, how important do you think all three of us doing this together is going to help you guys too, leaning on your family and your support system like this too.
Again, it's support. This is something, again, it's something that we did not have in any of our other weight loss journeys. You know, you'd have the sympathetic support of like, oh, great job, you look awesome. But when you start putting the weight on, nobody knows what you're going through, especially people that don't put on the weight like we do. You know, it's very easy to put on weight, and then it's hard for us to figure out how to lose it again. And that mental fear of, oh no, I'm returning back to the person I don't want to be, it does a number on you mentally. And then you lose hope. And when you start to lose hope, you regress and you start falling back into worse habits because now you're emotionally eating again, like I do. You know, life happens. How do you adjust around life? How do you combat the things that happen in life so you don't do anything detrimental to your progress?
Right.
Now, what about you, Rab? What are you happy that you're going to have the support this time, and you're in a better place to where you're able to do this and get this done? Do you think you have a better chance of success this time because of that?
Me personally, I'm just like I'm good with the support that I have going on, but there's levels to this, right? Like, I'm tired of talking about it, and I want to be about it, And if I'm like trying to be there as a mentor in the community, like helping other men get through this journey that we all know is not easy. I want to put myself in a position where I can hold myself accountable and reap the reward of becoming this healthy person, inspiration, 50 plus inspiration that I've set out to be. And I need to rise to the occasion, so to speak. So it's more than just doing it for myself. It's more like, holding myself accountable for the men in the community that I want to support and be there for on this platform. So
You know what the other thing is, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Rob.
No, you're good.
Is how can you be there for others when you can't be there for yourself?
Exactly.
And that's what I struggle with. Because again, and that's where imposter syndrome, happens for us being, so visible. And people come to you with whatever questions they may have. And again, like, part of being on this platform was to share our journeys, and that comes with all the good and the bad. So yeah, we're struggling. Yeah, we're struggling. It was great when we started because we were having so much success up front because we were so early in the game.
You were in that honeymoon phase of the journey, and we all thought same way. I never thought that was going to ever end.
Right.
So it's very different living in front of a camera, trying to set an example when you're struggling.
Yeah. And see, that's what I like so much about us, man, is because, not only do we want to set ourselves up in a position where we can help men, feel comfortable during their journey, yet, but we can also, we make this about us personally. I mean, right now we look at our live. We have 8 people in this live. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't take away from the 5 people that have joined us during this live at all. But at the end of the day, man, whether people show up to watch, our live or not, we're in this together, y'all. So, I mean, if there is nobody watching this live, I mean, it's the 3 of us, man. So, I mean, that's really, I love to reach out to guys. I want to be there for them as much as I possibly can. But I look forward to every Tuesday and spending this time with you two, to help me stay accountable and be strong throughout this journey, this lifelong journey, with you guys. So yeah, there's that.
As you guys were doing that, I was filling my vitamins.
Ooh.
You're what?
He was filling up his vitamin cups.
Filling up my vitamins. So
Let's see if Rap can get this all in the bowl without getting all over the floor.
I also
that would be terrible.
I mean, the cool thing about this is if I want a shot of protein, I always have it with me.
A shot of what?
Protein.
So I have Seek protein powder in here. So
How is that Seek?
It's all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I was trying to think of some like good proteins not but Tara and myself were trying to think of some good proteins to come up with that you can make like smoothies with. Like like chocolate.
To be honest, Rab, if you're looking to make a smoothie, like a berry smoothie or something, I would just go with a plain vanilla protein and throw in some frozen fruit.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to have a good smoothie. You want to go if your plan is to make smoothies, you want to go with a plain protein.
I mean, this one is watermelon wave. This would be good if I took the the watermelon and the ice and mixed it, and I wanted some protein to go with it. I could get away with that.
Make some popsicles with those things.
Yeah.
All right.
Another way to stay hydrated.
You made it.
So we're coming up on the top of the hour. Tony, what would be your last bit of advice you can give somebody who's trying to get rid of their regain and trying to figure out what to do about their macros and where they should be?
Reach out for help. Get help. Don't be ashamed. The biggest thing for us is that we're ashamed of the weight gain, or we're ashamed of where we're not at, and we don't know how to get to where we want to be. And part of that process is asking for help, and that's one of the things that we never do. Is we're famous, all of us, especially for people who are always people pleasing. We don't reach out for help. Reach out for help. There is help out there. You can look up everything online, and sometimes that works for you. But some of us need a little guidance. I'm one of those people that needs guidance. So reaching out for help is what I'm doing. This is my way of pouring into myself, asking for help. You needed help losing weight, you went and had the surgery. You asked the doctor for help. There is no shame in asking for help again.
Right.
You got anything to add to that, Ryan?
I don't, actually.
You don't?
No.
And be patient. You're not going to lose the weight, like you were. Like, oh my God, I lost 10 pounds this week. Again, everyone is different, but your weight loss journey, it's going to slow down eventually. And if you're losing a pound a week, you lose a pound a week. You'll get there. It'll take longer, but again, don't worry about that number on the scale. If you do see the number on the scale move around, whether it's up or down, use the scale as a tool. Make adjustments according to that. Don't live through that number, because that number doesn't tell you how you feel. It doesn't tell you what you can do physically. I mean, I gained 40 pounds, but compared to last year, I just knocked down 25 push-ups, that I couldn't do last year. I couldn't do 25 push-ups last year.
Right.
I knocked out 25 push-ups. I was like, damn. I'm like, that's amazing. And I'm heavier than I was last year. I held a plank longer than I did last year. I'm heavier than I was. So again, physically, I'm able to do things I wasn't able to do. Had nothing to do with the number on the scale. So just remember that.
That looks good, Rap.
That really
it came out amazing, man.
You got pepperoncinis in there too?
Nah, I mean the sauce, whatever you made up came up good. Yeah, all I got in here is provolone cheese and sharp cheddar. That's all it needs, man.
You need some pepperoncinis in there. Make it into a real sub.
Pepperoncinis would be nice, but
Yeah, it would.
yeah, I got salami, pepperoni, turkey, ham.
See, that looks good, but all of that you just mentioned is stuff that I'm not supposed to eat.
Yeah,
High in fat, high in salt.
It is
yeah,
for my diet for diabetes. I'm not supposed to be eating like processed meat like that.
yeah. But I figure like as much of it that I'm gonna eat, like I'll probably have one a day, sandwich of this stuff.
Again, what's good for one person may not be good for the other. So again, everyone's going to look different. What you eat's going to look different. What you drink is going to look different. How you work out is going to look different, and your results are going to look different. So
Yeah.
again, I might tell Rab, "Oh my God, you're eating that," because I can't eat it. But if he can, that's awesome. Good for him. That's his journey. So
Right.
again, another point to take is everyone's journey is different. No one's journey is going to look the same. So what he's eating is going to be different. What I'm eating is going to be different. You look at both what I just prepped and what he just prepped tonight. You couldn't be any further away from what we're eating.
Just like I can't eat peanut butter and eggs.
Oh my, it's amazing.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
It is really good, actually. Yeah.
That must be an East Coast thing.
I don't know what it is, but
You
it's the
can make it a
bomb.
West Coast thing if you start.
No, thank you. That
Why don't
does
you
not
try
sound appetizing at all.
It
Why don't you
doesn't
just
sound
try?
appetizing. And I was very, very sketchy about eating that. In the first bite I took, I went, like, I questioned myself, and I had to take another bite to be like, this for real? It's not bad.
I agree, Amber. We were all a little shocked and scared also.
I'm not
It's
undercooking any chicken. We got everything
she
already.
remembers the chicken.
Yeah. I told you Amber would come on here and make fun of me.
No,
No,
didn't.
no cooking. But hey, I enjoyed talking to you guys tonight, man. This was awesome. And I'm looking forward to having these conversations, probably weekly. Maybe not weekly, but checking in and, will be awesome at least once a month.
To have another episode like this, I think it's good. I think, again, it's tracking our progress, good conversation. We can see where we're at. And we can see how we're progressing. Because again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing tonight.
I got to learn how to cook one armed.
You'll get it. Use your feet, use your toes and stuff, man.
I don't know if you want me to do that.
Tara, thanks for setting everything up for Rab so he didn't look like a fool tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for
We know
setting up
you did most of
everything
the
for
cooking
me
over
for
there.
not making
You're
me like a
welcome.
fool tonight. She said you're welcome. Whatever, I did this all on my own.
Hey, you know what? I'm
Psych.
proud of you, man. Seriously, I'm proud of you. That is just that whole setup of all the meal prep that you showed me before we went live is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
I was like, damn, that's the most
counted
normal
on.
food I've ever seen Rab be around.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be wild not going to stop and get my morning sandwich every day.
But
So,
I'm happy that you have Tara there because the both of you guys living through this together
yeah,
is going to hold you guys have someone at home to hold you accountable. That's awesome.
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be good stuff.
Yeah.
So, for the 4 of you left in this live, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 5,007 likes, all the love, all the support, as always, showing up for us every week. Don't forget to tune in with our sister chat, VSG Bestie, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. And we'll check you guys out every Taco Tuesday, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same times I just repeated. This is W.T. Barry.
Biggie.
Hey, and I'm Barry Meal Experience. And this has been our Barry Mail Experience. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Have a good night.